an original presentation from America's premier audio theater group, Seeing Ear Theater.
Entranceway, admit one.
Step through.
Soldier, forward to the processing sensorium.
Sir, yes, sir.
Soldier, report.
Henry Bone, 3000th Millennium, combat equipped for special planetary operations. Plasma thrust, stellar interior demolitions.
Stellar interior demolitions? I didn't know we could do that.
We can't, yet. We will. We'll learn to blow up whole galaxies, as a matter of fact, sir. We'll be forced to.
You've been here before, soldier.
Yes, sir.
And what was your rank?
I was a colonel.
A colonel? What division?
The 3rd Sky and Light. The Skyfallers, we called ourselves.
There is no 3rd Sky and Light.
There will be.
You had better tell me about this. It could give us an advantage, shorten the war.
It won't make any difference.
What do you mean?
We have to fight it out all over again with the chaos. There isn't a cure for that. No shortcut, no way around. That's how it is.
I'll be the judge of that, soldier.
The armies of order and chaos duke it out at the end of time. And the last one standing inherit the field. They win.
I shall require a full report, soldier. You are merely a humanoid intelligence, after all, not designed for optimal analytics, to say the least. Those of us with more computing power...
2X2L, you are always the most ornery artificial intelligence I ever met.
How did you know my designation?
I'll never understand why I didn't bust you down to private when I had the chance. Should have given you to some bonehead artilleryman to use as a handheld calculator.
You are out of line.
But no. I had to go and put you on my tactical staff.
Apparently we have met on another timeline.
A time that can never be. Not any longer.
And we were colleagues?
Friends.
Nevertheless, I am the keeper of all data for this sector, and you will provide any relevant information I deem necessary to the war effort. Again, I shall require a full report, soldier. That is an order.
Yes, you would. All right. A report, huh? Mind if I smoke, sir?
While there are no current regulations prohibiting the activity, you must be aware that it is bad for your health.
My health. Oh, nothing like a good cigar at the end of time. Do you want one 2X2L? No, you wouldn't. My report. All right. We won. The last time I was here, that is. Here at the far end of the uptime stream. But, like I said, it doesn't matter. We have to fight the war all over again. That's how it works. That's how things are.
So there was an alteration in the timeline. Future knowledge was revealed and meta-reality underwent realignment and adjustment. A causality dysfunction.
Dysfunction, yes.
Identify the parameters of this causality dysfunction.
I tried to go home again. Almost made it.
Clarify.
I went back to my home planet, my home time. I tried to forget everything, to put the war behind me, or ahead of me, as the case may be. I tried to go home again.
Insufficient data for analysis. Clarify.
All right, I'll give you the data. Not because it'll do you a bit of good, it won't. If we don't fight at the end of everything, then there won't be a beginning of everything.
The preparations for conflict are nearing completion. Your report should be part of my database before the actual engagement commences.
So you want my story, do you? The whole story?
Include all relevant details.
All relevant details? Here at the end of time, I'm asked for all relevant details? For there to be sentient life, for there to be people, there has to be a war to fight at the end of things. Don't like it? Too damn bad. We live in that kind of universe, and not another, right, sir?
This hypothesis is one of several that the command staff is considering as underlying the coming conflict.
You and I, we're going to have to refight the whole damn war because I fucked up. All relevant details. Find them. It was you and me, 2X2L. Somehow we survived after it was all said and done, after the chaos had done its worst. And then you and I shook hands. Well, so to speak. We said goodbye. And I stepped into the fourth dimension, stepped across 12 billion years, stepped back home.
Was her name. She raised her skirts for every lad, but had a single claim. Oh, but had a single claim. His name was Horsey Mackintosh. He was a gambler, sir. He gambled in Milligan's dead and lost his first rubber. Oh, and lost his first rubber. She left us.
It's one of them, isn't it?
Aye, that's so.
What do you want from us?
Want from you?
You're one of them. What do you want?
I want some bones barley.
What's that you say, tall man?
He said he wanted some bones barley, Father.
Bones barley, he says.
Scotch whiskey.
We know what it is.
The question is, how do you know what it is, tall man?
I'd like to buy a drink. Is that all right? That I buy a drink?
Buy? Your kind usually just takes.
My kind? I pay my way. I always have. As a matter of fact, I'd like to buy all of you a drink.
All of us?
That's right. Drinks all around.
What can he be about?
He's evil, he's about outrage.
Do we have a choice?
Nobody has to drink if he doesn't want to, but I'd like to buy you all a drink. What the hell is going
There
on?
was ball lightning in the temple spire again. It's always worse at double equinox. It glowed for 15 minutes, blue as kitten's eyes. Well? Papa? Get me a drink, will you? What? What is it?
Bex?
Henry.
It's me.
Henry Bone.
Henry Bone is dead.
Aye, you're certainly right, Peter Thredmartin. Henry Bone's lungs gave out, God rest his soul. Full of dust. It's this red ferrous sand, like breathing ground glass it is.
He was coughing pretty bad when I left. I knew he wouldn't last long.
When you left?
Papa, for God's sake, can't you see that it's young Henry returned to us from the war? Or he was young once.
I was young once.
You're not looking so bad these days either. Kind of weathered, though. Like an old map.
I always liked that about you, Bex. That brutal honesty streak you have.
It's only been 22 years. Did you think I'd be getting a whole lot sweeter as the years passed? Sorry if that's what you wanted, Henry.
I guess all I really wanted was for you to remember me.
Old Henry Bones' son, come back from the big war. And your father's father.
Jerome.
Bad accident that at the peat bogs. And your dear grandmother on your mother's side.
Elspeth Rooker.
Ah, they say she never killed a soul. And that after robbing 23 banks on 15 planets. The dear woman.
Well, she did shoot the IDF team that tried to arrest her.
Henry Bone, come back from the big war.
It's nice to see you again, Father Wu, and you, Mr. Thredmartin.
Your money's no good here, Henry Bone. I do happen to have a couple of bottles of your old dad's whiskey stored away in back. And that being so, I have this to say. To say, drinks are on the house, is what I say.
A miracle. The Lord and the All-Being bless us.
What did I just say?
Never you mind. Just pour, Thredmartin. Just pour the Bones barley.
But
It's been waiting 15 years. It'll be wanting to come out of that bottle.
Let's go to a table, Henry.
Welcome home, son. And here's to you and your poor dead father.
Thanks.
Well, Henry. Well,
Your father seems to be doing all right.
still serving up the whiskey and pub brew, as always.
And you?
You know, Henry, I'm fine. Always was. I help out around the place now that he's getting on. I take care of the travelers in, pretty much. Do the ordering.
So you run the pub and hotel now. What else has happened?
How do you mean?
Bex, I've been gone for 22 years. You've lived a life. Tell me.
Oh, remember that this is the planet Pharaoh, Henry Bone. Hemingway and Fitzgerald rise and set in the morning and evening and shine hot through the day. Once a week we get a shipment of goods through the flashport or send a shipment back to civilization. Nothing much else happens here.
Did you marry?
Yes.
Who did you marry?
Rawl.
Rawl Mafutu, the hops dryer's son?
That's right. He took over his mother's business.
But Rawl was so... Rawl really didn't have a spark of force in him. He didn't seem to be... I'm sorry, Bex. Are you two still together?
Rawl is dead. Glims killed him.
Glims?
That's what we call them. Veterans. Returnees. Humans, repons, Callywhacks, I don't know what else. From the big war at the end of time.
Like me, you mean?
You're not a Glim. They don't belong in this time, in this place. You do.
Yes. Sometimes the big war does that to a soldier. The fighting gets into them and they don't want to give it up. Sometimes soldiers have been modified so much that they can't give up fighting, even if they want to, somewhere deep down inside.
The commanders do that to men.
And women. We modified anything and anyone that proved to be useful. It could be made into a good weapon against the chaos.
And then these modified soldiers, they're sent back in time to live among the rest of us?
They are discharged, yes. They might choose to go home. They might wander to other possible universes, other times. When they go to an alternate universe, they become a kind of ghost.
A kind of monster.
Yes. It's hard for the locals to kill them, and they feel safe after being through so much risk in the war. But I came home, Bex, to my own place, my own time.
After Raul's mother died, he took on that business with a passion. Turned it around. He impressed me. The man acquired a backbone.
And he got you.
I got him. I was lucky. Then, a couple of years ago, the glims showed up. Raul tried to stand up to them. They made an example out of him.
More of your human whiskey, barkeep. Fill it up.
You've drunk it all.
Then give me morphine.
But, ma'am, I'm out of that as well.
Give it to me!
He said he didn't have any more.
What?
Raul, my boy, don't anger
He
them.
said he was out of morphine and whiskey.
He did he? Oh, here's that whiskey you said the barman didn't have. Want some? You better be glad it's me, and not my boss man that's here killing you. He wouldn't be so nice. Here now, let me pour some of this here whiskey on your lips. Oh, yeah! You don't have lips anymore. Not much of a face left either. Here you go.
I see.
They stripped him out of his skin, Henry. He took 2 days to die.
I'm sorry, Bex. I'm sorry.
The glims took over the town. There wasn't anything we could do. I guess they can read minds.
No. They can't read minds, but they can see around walls easily enough.
What are they? What are these things that haunt us from the future?
Bad. They are bad things, Bex.
The worst. The worst things there ever was or will be.
Oh, no. Not the worst. Bad, but not the worst.
You told her the whole truth?
The whole truth? I answered a question, 2X2L.
And possibly compromised causality and the timelines.
The farther you get up time, the more people know about the big war. I didn't tell Bex anything she hadn't already guessed.
You should have followed protocol to the letter. The rules are there for a reason, soldier.
The one thing I did not tell her was how the war ended. Who won?
Then, as you state, you did not violate causality protocol at that time. These soldiers are regrettable byproducts of the final conflict. After the war, the ones who survive will get to return. Have returned.
Even you superintelligences have a bit of trouble keeping your whats and whens straight, talking about our fine little war.
It is merely a shortcoming in biologically based language. If you and I could communicate, as others of my kind do, in the language of pure mathematics, then there would be no confusion.
Yeah, right. Tell me another one, you radio.
Soldier, mind your tongue, or I'll have you up for subordination.
Sure. Just don't get grumpy, sir.
We worked together in an alternate future, you claim?
We did.
And I was your subordinate?
You were.
Was I as sophisticated and fully functional as I am in this future?
Oh, you were a wonder in many possible universes, 2X2L.
But I was your subordinate?
That's right.
I will consider this. But my point remains. Far down time, where there are only rumors and myths of the war at the end of all things, veterans return and can cause problems. They go by many names in those eras. Vampires, hagger monsters, zombies. I believe some have set themselves up as the god or gods for a few credulous civilizations. The War Department is looking into the situation, but there are far larger matters at stake. Farther up time, the problem is not so severe, and causality displays an admirable capability to heal itself.
To heal itself? 2X2L, this is a wonderful cigar. You really should try it. I can stick it in one of your intake vents, give you a puff.
Offer declined. Continue your report, soldier.
All right, sir. So I went home, back to my father's house. Most of the people on Faro are divided between whiskey families and beer families, you know. Bones have been distillers for 10 generations since the settlement. I planted an acre of desert barley, brought in peat from the mountain bogs, bred some biomass to extract the minerals from my hard groundwater, and got ready to make whiskey once again, just like my father had.
15 shovels full. That's what the recipe calls for.
Bex took to visiting me out at the homestead.
Still driving your father's old ground skimmer? That thing must be 30 years out of date, Bex.
It gets me around. Got your father's old still up and running, I see.
Somebody's got to make Bones barley around here.
Amen to that. I brought some linens from the inn. Your bed sheets are starting to look pretty bare.
You were looking pretty bare lying on top of them last night.
I'll just take these inside.
Bex, I think you should come on into this barn.
Why's that?
Well, I want to show you something.
All right. And just what did you have in mind showing me, Henry Bone?
This.
Why, it's only a big old pile of peat from the bog up in the Iron Mountains.
Dried and cleaned now, all according to my father's old recipe.
Soon you'll be putting up your first batch of whiskey.
That I will. That I will. But first, come here, Bex.
I will not.
You will.
Henry, you'll get the peat all over me.
And you all over the peat. That way it just won't be my first batch. It'll be our first batch. How does this...
Just unbutton that button, Henry.
This?
Yes. And your shirt.
Velcro. Your skin's like I remember.
Oh, it's getting kind of leathery.
Supple.
Yes. Yes. Oh, touch me there, Henry.
There, Bex.
Yes. There.
And there, too.
Oh. Oh, Henry. Oh, this is getting serious.
Wasn't a day I didn't think of you. Years and years I thought of you, Bex.
Henry, I need to know. What is the war? I mean, I've heard the explanations. How there isn't enough dark matter to pull the universe back together. How there is an end. And all the stars are either dead or dying.
The starlight there is dim. Always dim. It's dying. All the galaxies are dying. And their twilight armies gathered. They've been drawn from all times, all places. Creatures, presences, machines, weapons. It's beyond explanation. We fought galaxy to galaxy, system to system. We fought and fought and fought. It's so final. I can't tell you how final it is. No light. No heat. No effect. And the universe is dead. And those who remain inherit the field.
And did you win? If that's the word for it.
You must never ask me that. That is the one thing I will never speak of.
So you lost. What does it matter? What in God's name could be worth fighting for? Henry, what have they done to you?
I don't breathe anymore, Bex. I pretend to, so I won't put people off. Parts of me are packed into a dozen sideways dimensions. I don't have nerve cells anymore.
Oh, Henry.
I have wiring.
Did they leave enough of you for me?
My body still does what it should.
Yes, I see. But that's not what I meant, Henry.
You have sea green eyes.
What?
Now that I've seen an ocean, I understand what kind of green they are.
Come here, Henry. Come home to me. Oh. Mm. Oh.
Oh. Oh. Bex. Oh. Bex. Oh. 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 Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Bex.
Oh.
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 Nothing you have told me so far explains the causality dysfunction. Everything is within acceptable parameters for returning soldiers, as laid down in Discharge Regulation 857 2NQ, subsection 3, paragraph 9.
2 months.
Pardon?
2 months. I mean the time I had to be a normal man, to live a normal life.
Your report is growing prolix. Are we approaching the causality dysfunction?
Yes, damn it, we're approaching the goddamn causality dysfunction. You may want to pay attention. This concerns you.
Concerns me?
Remember 2X2L? We knew one another. What happened to me also happened to you. We shared a future. When I lost that future, so did you, even though you don't know it.
You are claiming to be of such importance that an entirely new possible universe coalesced around the causality dysfunction you created? To be of such importance in the scheme of things that even I was affected?
I'm not making any claims. I'm just delivering the report that you asked for.
Very well. Continue, soldier. Perhaps this report is of a far higher relevance than I at first believed.
2 months. 2 months before the glims showed up once again at the Thredmartin's pub. And then I came into town one day to get some supplies. And I saw a Hollandana, a human gen splice from Uptime and a couple of possible universes over. I don't know why I did it. I shouldn't have. But I followed it into the pub. The Hollandana shambled up to the bar and I clicked into wideband overspace. And I could see it phase around the edges with those dead gray flames. Without thinking, I keyed into combat mode. My internal tactical and weaponry algorithm immediately clicked into my awareness. I call her proximity.
Proximity activated. Proximity alert. Battle enhanced being at 5 meter distance. Analysis. 2 meter tall female Hollandana. Weakness at double knees, elbows, and neck. Hydraulic protection at the joints and ceramic neck collar deployed with a .15 rating on Pining Barrett nuclear torch scale. Proximity alert. Being is web squad keyed. No current fix on unit command. Option A. Trace web key. Option B. Take cover and power down overspace sensors to avoid detection. Option C. Prepare battle schematic for
Select B.
Suggestion. Use shadows behind entranceway door for optimal cover. Powering down.
Morphine.
What? Oh, you've come back.
Morphine, barkeep.
Just a minute. We don't get much call for it, but I know I got a rubber here somewhere.
Morphine now!
Oh, no. Father.
No need to worry, daughter. I've got what it wants. Just have to find the blasted stuff.
Let him go.
Morphine.
He doesn't know where it is. I put it into the cupboard here.
Get it.
Let him go.
Get it!
There. There's your sack of morphine. Now let him go.
Syringe.
Here. Take it. Take it.
Be back for more. You better have it.
Father. Father, are you all right?
Fine. You just let me get my breath. There now. Just let me get my breath.
How is it?
Henry, you were here?
Yes.
And you did nothing?
There wasn't anything to do.
You could have stopped that thing.
Yes.
Well then, why didn't you?
Let them be. They'll get tired and they'll move on.
What are you saying? Did you see what that thing just did to my father?
You don't want a war here, Bex. You have no idea how bad it can get.
They killed Raul before. They took our money.
Money.
It's muscle and worry and care. You know how hard people work on Pharaoh. And for those things to come in and take what's ours. We can't let them.
Bex, I'm not going to do anything.
Oh, God. This is just like before. Just like before when the glims came. Nobody did anything but Raul. And when Raul stood up to them, they cut him down. But you might stand a chance against them, Henry. You're like they are. Have you been gone so long that we mean nothing to you? You have to help us. Henry, where are you going?
Home.
You're running away.
If you want to see it that way.
I've misjudged you.
Maybe you have. I'm going home now.
I want you to stay, Henry Bone. I want you to help me fight them.
Let me out the door, Bex. I won't stay, Bex. I can't stay. Listen to me, Bex. You can't kill them.
I won't let them kill anybody else I love.
Maybe they won't.
I can't take that chance. You saw what happened to my father. They'll be back. All of them.
I have loved you a long time. You have no idea. It was all that I had for so long.
Then help me.
There is something you might try.
For God's sake, what?
The flash transport. You can irritate them with it. Maybe run them off. The Zen Lutherans are still running the gates, aren't they?
Father Wu's in charge of the transfer portal. The church holds the patent in perpetuity, they claim.
Perpetuity? I don't know about that. But tell the Padre to strobe the local interrupt, 50, 60 tetracycles. It'll cut off all traffic to Pharaoh for a while, but it will feel like a wasp nest to them, with wasps coming after them.
All right. Is that all?
Father Wu better stay very near the flash gate after that. Make sure he understands that.
And that's what you have to offer.
I've got to get back to my still. Let me go.
All right, go. Go back to your still, Henry Bone.
An ingenious idea. And did the flash cycling work?
For a few days. It bothered the hell out of me, too. All those quantum particles having to decide their spin and color without guidance from gravity or causation. For us dimensionally enhanced types, it sounded like somebody had thwacked a hornet's nest. After a week, the flash buzz suddenly cut out. A few hours later, I saw them, stalking along the road to my house. They were kicking our town priest, Father Wu, in front of them as he was stumbling and cowering before them. They must have lured him away from the port, then captured him.
Please. Please. Oh, no. Oh, no.
When they got to the yard, the Padre ran over and grabbed the handle to my water pump and held onto it as if it were a branch, suspending him over an abyss.
Please don't let me fall. Oh, Lord and the All-Being, it's so far down. It's so far down.
Always seems like it's gonna rain here, but it never does. I'd like you to step down here, Fran. I want to show you something.
All right. You've broken the man's mind.
Well, he wouldn't be very happy if he could remember what Garnoth here actually did to him.
Us females have got to mate, same as anybody. He's so old. He was like paper. I guess I tore him all up inside.
Only wanted to step away from the gate for a moment, get a pint at the pub. Man gets thirsty, and this canyon opened up like the maw of hell. It's going to swallow me for sure.
My name's Marek. I come from D-Line, not far downtown from here.
Something's not right with my arms. I can't get a grip. Can't get a grip like I could when I was a young man.
Had to have been you to put the priest up to his tricks. Nobody around this place could have known how to do that. I mean, my team here, we're just on this old rock of a planet for a good time. Now, why do you want to spoil that for?
Go ahead and have it.
All right. Bring him here, Garnoth. You broke him, you can help me fix him.
Let go, old man.
I'll fall forever and ever into that dark maw of a canyon. Why have you forsaken me, Lord? Flung me all alone into hell.
He won't let go of the damn pump handle, Marek.
I'll break his arms.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, lay him there. That's right. Garnoth, you hand me my trunch.
All right. I wasn't going to steal it or anything. Here it is.
Spread him out there.
Like this? Oh, Lord, he's pretty.
All right, that'll do. Stand back.
It's going to hurt, isn't it? It's going to hurt so bad when I hit the bottom. I shouldn't have left the gate. I should have listened to Beck's Thredmartin. But, good Christ, a man gets thirsty, doesn't he?
Are you watching this, friend?
I'm watching.
I don't know you. I know what you are, but I can't get a read on who you are, and that worries me.
It's really going to hurt.
Well, I'm afraid so.
Yeah, that's the way, Marek. You show him. You show him.
The Padre never hurt a soul. You didn't have to kill him.
It was a mercy.
Get off my land.
We're going. We've done what we came for.
I took Father Wu's body into town. Delivered it to the undertaker. Just like the old priest had delivered my own father's body up to be buried, and his father before him. And after that, I should have turned around and headed home.
And why did you not?
Maybe I just wanted someone, a presence. Bex. I thought, if I can just be with her. I can't explain it to her, but if I can just be near her, then everything will be all right. That's how I've made it through most of this torn rag of a life, you know. Thinking of Bex.
Matters were growing difficult. The renegades were already threatening to unravel the matrix of reality with their continued presence.
Yeah, and they kept terrorizing the town. Taking what they wanted, destroying whatever they were of a mind to destroy. When I got to Thredmartin's pub, half the town folks were in there. Drinking and not saying a word. What else is there to do when you've lost all hope? A drink, please. Can I have the bottle?
Suit yourself. How's the ranch?
Fine, the ranch is fine.
I heard about Father Wu.
Yes, that was bad.
I imagine it was. You say he was a good man. Of all people he didn't deserve what those creatures did to him. What you let them do. He was a good man.
The Padre was one of the best men I ever knew. If there was any way... Bex, can we
do what, Henry? Stand by and let them do to us as they will? I suppose you can. I suppose you did.
I stood by and did nothing.
What kind of man have you become? Are you a human being at all anymore, Henry? You say the father was a good man. What are you?
I don't know.
Henry, I won't be coming out to your place anymore, I don't think.
Bex, if only we could...
Your old man didn't bring me the booze I asked for.
You better have it.
I'll be bringing it along shortly.
Now, you bring it up to my room now. You know which one I'm staying in. It's your hotel, isn't it?
Not anymore.
That's right. And remember, I want the midnight Glenlivet.
I'll be right there.
Be right there now.
Let her go.
Shut up, Garnoff.
Let her go, Marek.
I thought you and me had an understanding. Who the hell are you that you should tell me what to do?
I'm just a grunt, same as you. Let her go.
I don't think so.
Proximity activated. Proximity alert. Situation analysis complete. Combat schematic loaded.
Did you hear that?
What?
That whisper.
Ain't no whisper.
Oh, yes, there it is. A couple of dimensions above the third, but I can hear it. Command speak. I don't ever want to hear it again.
Let her go, soldier.
Hold her, Garnoff.
Come here, little lady.
I don't think we got a grunt-head, people. I think we got us a genuine Skyfallen space marine.
That right.
A commander. And we don't have no truce with commanders. We hate them.
Damn straight.
Because they made us. And they made us so we can't stop being what we are. And what are we?
The baddest of the bad.
How many systems you take out, Skyfaller? A couple of galaxies worth? Huh? And where do you get off? Whatever I might get into ain't nothing but small potatoes next to what you've done, Commander.
Battle design optimized. Targets evaluated. Web Squad Type 229A. Recon Unit. All targets fall within enhancement parameters. Kill confidence is high.
What the hell? That's a goddamn proximity algorithm I'm hearing.
Repeat. Kill confidence is high.
A bigwig. You're a bigwig, ain't you, Skyfaller? Somebody that matters to the outcome. Yeah. This is your actual. You don't want to fuck yourself up, Time. You won't fight.
Don't count on it.
You won't. I don't know what I was worrying about, people. We can do anything we want here. can't we, Skyfaller?
Proximity. Power down combat mode.
Combat mode deactivated.
Give the woman to me.
Ah!
Nice hair.
Ah!
A pretty face for this hellhole of a planet.
Ah!
Hey, you go find me that there Scotch whiskey woman, and you bring it on up to my room. You know where my room is.
I'd rather bring dead meat to a buzzard than
Bex, bring the man his drink.
What? Henry, what's become of you? Who are you?
Just take his drink to him. If you hurt her, if you do anything to her, I don't care. I don't care about the future. You understand? Nothing will matter to me.
Don't you worry, Skyfaller. I know exactly where I stand.
There isn't anybody left. They've got us. I remembered you all those years too, Henry. You were a dream to me. The same as you claim I was to you.
You are all I care about.
But here you are. Come back. A coward.
Is that really what you think of me, Bex?
I guess I'd better go up to his room now.
Bex.
I guess I'd better go bring him what he wants.
Civilizations, along with 270 rationals in stage 1 or 2 development. 56? 270? Only. Colonel, sir, we can evac over half of them within 36 hours local. And have to defend them in the Transcendent? Chaos neutral. Guaranteed 40% casualties for us. Yes, sir. But what about those civs? We could save a few civilizations at least. You wrote down my brain on hard out of space!
You'll never turn us! We're gonna kill you!
Opinion 2X2L?
I am sorry. As you said, Alan, repeatedly unacceptable.
Yes.
You'll never turn us! We're gonna kill you!
It's the end time, I suppose. They didn't have long to. Negative, soldier. Even if it's the end time, you love life all the same, and you die the same hard way as always. Then why can't... Because Colonel Henry Bone is going to win this goddamn fucking war, and that's how it will be.
We're gonna kill you! We're gonna kill you!
Henry! Henry Bone!
Yes, who is it?
Peter Thredmartin, I need your help. My daughter...
Just a minute.
Henry.
Oh, my God. Bex.
You left. You left the pub. You just left the pub.
I told her to give the man his whiskey like he wanted, not to say a word to him. That's the last thing I told her before she went upstairs to the hotel rooms.
Bring her inside, here on the couch.
You never took the white covers off the furniture. Why, it looks like you don't plan to stay.
What? No, not yet. That doesn't matter. Bex.
Henry. That one. Marek. That Marek.
What happened?
I brought him his whiskey. The Midnight Livet. I thought I could just give it to him, then turn around and leave. I thought this will be like all the other times. He'll get what he wants, and then he'll leave us in peace for a while. Oh, but I'm a pharaoh. If this damn hellhole of a planet hasn't beaten me, then nothing will. So I opened the door, and there was that thing, that killing thing he calls his trunch, lying on the table by the door. I didn't see him standing in the corner. I thought, here's my chance. Here's the only chance I have to get this beast out of my world. But not even Rawl could do it. Not even you, Henry. But I had to try. How else could I hold up my head in this hard world? I had to try.
Bex.
He caught me. I don't know why I thought I could get away with it. He caught me, of course.
Bex, I'm sorry.
He used the trunch on me. He put it in me. He put it inside me and he burned me with it. Over and over. Well, so at least he let me live. But he said he wants me back later today. And if I don't come to him, he's going to find me. He said he'd find me no matter where I hide. Oh, Henry, I can't go back to that room. I thought I knew how hard life could be, but Henry, I can't face it again. And if I don't go back, he's coming after me.
I don't see why you don't take the covers off of this furniture, young man. Seems like nobody lives here at all.
He'll do it to me again. Only worse. He said he would.
Right. Nobody lives here. Everything has changed.
Henry, did I do right? I had to try, didn't I? Somebody had to try.
Everything. I didn't lose. In the future, we won. I won. My command. Really, really big. That's why we're here. That's why humanity came to exist in the first place. Because of what I did at the end of time.
What will we do now? It'll be coming.
I have to take care of some business here on Faro, Bex, and then I'll do it all over again. I'll just have to go back to the future and do it again. Then I'll come back. I won't forget who I am. That's what I'm going to do. That's what will happen. I thought I would find you up early. Out to get more morphine, I suppose?
Fuck off.
Come here, my friend.
What do you want?
My hands around your spindly little Hollandana neck. There.
You crushed my neck brace. You crushed it. That's impossible. No one can crush a Hollandana neck brace. That's it.
Go and tell Marek to come into the street.
Marek, we'll take care of you.
Go on now. I want you to tell him something. Tell him that Colonel Bone wants to see him. Colonel Henry Bone of the 3rd Sky and Light.
Colonel Bone. If I'd have known it was you.
Too late for that.
Well, it's never too late. Well, that's what you taught us all when you turned that offensive around out on the husk and you gave the chaos the what for. I'll just be going. I'll take the gang with me. There's no purpose our staying now.
You knew enough yesterday to leave. Why did you do that to her? Why do you make me come here?
You want to know why? You made us. You and your kind officers, commanders. You made me fight and fight and fight. You made me so I can't stop. It's just not my body, it's me, myself. Well, sure, I was a badass before the war, but I could stop. I knew when to stop. No, I can't. You bastard. You bastard. Kill me. Think you can? I dare you to kill me. I'm the baddest of the bad.
No. Bad. But not the worst.
I dare you, you bastard.
I am the worst.
Proximity activated. Parameters analyzed for maximum bodily distress. Sub-option A, extreme mental duress.
What are you doing?
Sub-option B.
Select sub-option A.
Oh, no, you don't. I still got something. I still got something to use on you. Ever taste of this? This crunch ain't working. It always works. It ain't working.
I don't have nerves for you to flay, son. I have wiring. Now I'll just sharpen my nails.
No.
Dig in a bit. Ooh, what have we here?
Please, Colonel.
You know, you talk too much. Got your tongue, didn't I? Don't worry. You won't be needing it. Here, just hold it.
No.
The thing is, I really don't want to do this, to hurt you this way. But you're a glim, and glims are very, very hard to kill. There has to be a lot of pain. Have to break every bone. Have to draw your awareness out of all the dimensions it can hide in. Got to get you here all at once, Marek. That's what vampire stakes and crucifixions were for, you know. I'm sorry, son, but you must never hurt Bex again. I have to make sure of that. I'm gonna walk down the street now. Going to just lay your guts out. You've got, what, 6 meters of gut? Both of the suns will be up in a minute or so. Gonna dry you out, Marek. I'll just be a minute. Marek, I see now what it is you want. And I'm gonna give that to you. I'm gonna give you what you want. I'm gonna wipe you from existence in every possible universe that there is. You'll just be gone. I wiped him from the face of existence. I killed him in such a way that he would never come to life again. Not in any possible place, not in any possible time. And when he died, the other glims died. Like a body dying after the brain is gone. The funny thing is, I believe that's exactly what Marek wanted. We commanders 2X2L. We made him into the monster that he was, and somewhere deep inside, he wanted release from that. So I gave it to him. It was a mercy.
They saw you, the people in the town?
They saw me. Some had business and were out at the dawn. Others had heard the commotion and come to their windows and porches. They saw. They knew who I was, what I was to be. The future was revealed.
The causality dysfunction?
Yes. How could anybody doubt what was to be after they saw what I did to Marek?
And so everything that you did before unraveled. All that effort, all those lives, the future that never was.
I would do it again.
for Bex.
Ah, human love. And then?
And then I started walking home. I thought, I don't know, I wanted to get as close to her as I could before it happened, and I almost made it. I saw my barn, my house, that old windmill turning. I almost made it home, but not quite. Not quite. The suns rose high in that iron-red sky, and I faded into the future.
I see. Thank you for your report, Colonel Bone. And, Colonel, what will happen now?
Now? You're the universe's best tactical intelligence. I'll have another cigar. And then we'll fight it all over again.